Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World and the Black Business School. When I was in LA this past week, and I had a chance to meet a woman that I just respect a lot. Her name is Ms. Zaza Ali. She's the author of the book Black Matters. And so Zaza came to my event, and I said, hey, why don't you come on my channel? And and so we recorded this hour-long conversation that was really powerful. And so what happened is, lo and behold, I have a new computer because my old one got eaten by gremlins, and this one, apparently I didn't install something correctly. So ultimately, what happened was I lost my audio, and I lost both of our video, but I do have her audio. So I did a little cut and paste here where I put some of her audio together, so you can kind of hear some of what she said, because she talked a lot about some of the issues that kind of came up, like Erykah Badu and the controversy over skirt length. You had this whole crazy thing that went down with Erykah Badu getting sort of attacked on Twitter by people who thought that there was something wrong with her agreeing that with a high school's ruling that young ladies should wear longer skirts to keep from causing chaos with men or bringing unwanted attention. And so Zaza had some opinions on that, which I thought were great. Zaza Ali is brilliant. She and I also made a very clear point during the video, which again, because my audio was deleted, it didn't come through. But I want you to know this. I said, I told Zaza, I said, look, I know that you and Tariq Nasheed have had a little bit of this, and sometimes people disagree. It happens, But I said, look, I don't inherit anybody's beef. So I said, my official position is that I think Zaza Ali is awesome. I think Tariq Nasheed is awesome, and it's going to stay that way. But just because you think somebody's awesome in one thing, that doesn't mean you think they're awesome at everything. Or just because you disagree with somebody in one area doesn't mean you disagree with them in every area. So I wanted Zaza Ali to come on because I really think it's important for us as a community to hear from strong female voices in addition to the men. We have plenty of men out here saying our thing, doing our thing, but we also have to make sure that we show that respect to black women, because when we're all sort of working together in unity, we achieve strength. And so that's my position on it, and I'm not going to change that. So without further ado, I want you to hear some of what Zaza said, and I'm doing my best as an amateur editor to piece this together so you can hear this, because I told Zaza, I said, this is just too good for me to not let other people hear this. And so here you go. All right. Take care, guys.
Brother, I'm so honored to be with you, and peace to all of the beautiful people that will hear and see my face as well as my voice. Well, I had known that you were, I did a lecture the day before at Caras Unity Center, and I had known that you were in town. And when I came, when I was on my way there, I was like, I need to be there when he's there. So the brother sent me a message and reminded me, like, hey, did you forget Boy Watkins is in town? So, I was in the middle of doing something, going to a couple of bookstores in Los Angeles and kind of networking. And I made a beeline and got to my car and came down to see you. And I was a little starstruck myself, I will admit, and the energy in the room was very thick and tangible, and everybody was paying diligent attention to you. And as soon as I sat down, I got my phone out and started taking notes, because you were dropping major jewels. And it was just an honor for me to sit there and actually, it's like I listen to you all the time on your YouTube videos and, read the website. But you said some things that were so important. Simple things, but important things that really have never been expressed the way that you express them, as far as, finances and economics and just our state of mind, which is extremely important, the way that we think. So I was so honored to meet you. And then to see that you were honored to meet me, I was like, okay. Well, I'm Team Aisha Curry and Team Erykah Badu. And I am extremely thankful that we have sisters that are in the limelight, that are actually bringing the conversation about being modest and being respectful of yourself to the forefront. I think that it is a travesty that we live in a time now where there is actually a backlash from talking about girls, young girls, being responsible for how they present themselves to the world. It's funny to me. First of all, at 15 and 16 years old, when I was in high school, there used to be older men and just men in general passing by the school looking for females, right? So the young girls who are, dressed provocatively, who have on the short skirt, they're checking for them. The girls who dress a little more modest, they're not really checking for them, but we have to stop talking about things based on how we want them to be and really start talking about things the way that they are. We have all of these different occurrences across the country where young girls are getting caught in gymnasiums and in closets in schools giving sexual favors to boys. We have to get out of this mindset. And we have to stop blaming our boys and our men for everything. Some of our daughters and some of our women are off the hook. Now, we can go into the underlying layers of what it is, fathers missing and, there's a molestation in our communities is rampant and, social media and everybody's looking for attention. We can go into all of the innuendos of it, but we have to deal with some of the issues that our daughters are having right now. I went on Periscope one day. My son started a new school. Everybody told him to get on Periscope. I, check my son's phone intentionally all the time. And I'm seeing young 12 and 13-year-old girls twerking for hearts and asking people, give me more hearts, give me more hearts. And I mean, the things that these young girls were doing, it shook me to my core. 13, 12-year-old young girls. So we live in a society now where there's actually a conversation where people are talking about slut shaming. What do you mean? That's an oxymoron. What do you mean slut shaming? Do you know what the word slut actually means? Like, let's backtrack here for a second. We as women have a duty and responsibility, especially Black women, to carry ourselves in a certain manner that lifts the consciousness of all women. We bear that responsibility. So for Erykah Badu to talk about the skirt, she didn't say wear a skirt to your knee or to your ankles. She said the hem. I agree. The skirt should be a little bit longer. Sexy, the root word of sexy is sex. Our daughters are striving to look sexy now. That's a problem. And they're aspiring to be physically to look like women that they see on television. Where is the balance in that? And Erykah Badu, I love her so much. I'm so thankful that she represents the balance because she is very intelligent, very, very, very intelligent and astute sister. And she represents a different aspect of the feminine attribute. So Black women or women in general are not just our curves and our hips and our breasts and our waist to hip ratio and, how beautiful our hair is and how beautiful our faces are. We're also our minds. We're also our intelligence. We're also the essence of our beings and our souls and what we bring to the table and that nurturing and that compassion and that love. So the conversation about women now is so skewed, and you have these feminists now who are looking to jump on the bandwagon for any small situation where they can go in on attack. It's like, well, where the hell were you when Nicki Minaj was on stage with a dildo?
A what?
A dildo.
Oh.
Where were you? I hear an echo. Is that me? Send ripples into the atmosphere, right? Where were you when Nicki Minaj was on stage with a dildo? There's so many different things that are happening. Miley Cyrus is on stage with a 6-foot Black woman with a big behind playing with her butt on stage. Where are the feminists at on those conversations? Sexually transmitted diseases, the statistics on abortions. We have 370 some odd thousand Black babies being aborted every year. You have anything to say about that? So this whole concept of picking and choosing what we talk about, it's like women want permission now to be whores. They want permission and freedom to be whores, not to be sensual and sexual and sensuous as women, but they actually want, we're having a conversation about slut shaming and what women do in the privacy of their home and them having the right to have sex with as many men as they want to. It's astounding. The flip side of that, and now, because I know I'm going off here, the way that Erykah Badu gets disrespected online is so despicable to me, because having 3 different children by 3 different men. Every time I bring her name up on my Facebook page, all hell breaks loose. Someone came on my page because I shared what she wrote on Facebook and said, well, who is she to talk about girls, lowering their hemline when she did a video where she was walking through Dallas butt naked What type of message did that send young girls? That was a very political statement that she made in that video. And anybody with half a brain or that is conscious about the history of the shooting of John F. Kennedy that took place in Dallas, and then her ending up laying on the ground, that was an artistic political statement. That's college. We're talking about kindergartners now who are jumping into the conversation and not really understanding the gravity of what young girls are dealing with. So for me, I absolutely stand by everything that she said, and I love that sister. And every time I see people disrespect her, she's like the quintessential representation of the Black matriarch to me, Erykah Badu. I love her. And, it's like our children represent, it's like if she didn't have children, you wouldn't even know what her sexual behavior was, because she has children by 3 different men now. You use those children as an example of why she's, this illicit type of person. So our children, and this goes back to our mental capacity, our mindset, our children represent a negativity that we don't even realize when we speak about them. So I agree with Erykah Badu 100%, and I love her, and I love Ayesha Curry, and the sisters who are operating on that frequency. We have to be a little bit more vocal and intense in this conversation, because the madness, is loud, and it's impacting the way our daughters see themselves.